I'm in the front.
Okay.
Y'all see me. Okay. Boys and girls who are tuning in from across the world. What's the name of the podcast?
Back to the Beat.
Back to the Beat. We back to the beat, and we told Candy Birds to go find us a beat out here in Puerto Rico, but we in Atlanta.
Hello.
So we here. What's up? See, something hilarious.
Please.
You ain't gonna do nothing but laugh.
Please.
Y'all already know all I needed was a camera and lights, and I'm ready to go. Ladies and gentlemen, tune in, boys and girls from watching from across the world. While we got Auntie Leah that's watching, shout out to my friend Leah. We've been friends since the beginning of the time, and we're gonna be friends until the end of time. And yeah, shout out to Mama Lori who watching. I'm sure you watching with your fresh bust down girl, eating salmon bites and probably eating some crab legs while you calling Leah on FaceTime like, girl, why Erick talk about me on the podcast? You don't talk about you.
I'm dead.
Shout out to Funny Marco. You don't never call me, but you call Leah, but y'all be over there writing scripts and things. I still want to get a little shout out. I know I still like Big Sean. You see me, boy. Shout me out, homie. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my goodness.
Because I'm hilarious. Why am I this way? Those moments should definitely be the bloopers.
Oh, it is. No, that's staying in there.
Oh, hilarious. I didn't know that was going to be recorded, so don't take nothing that I said personal, okay?
Oh, yeah, it's fine.
Aaliyah's on the phone right now. Shout out to Aaliyah, y'all. She's the next upcoming multi-millionaire. With she gonna win the Mega Millions.
Aaliyah Christine. Don't be telling my last name.
Well, I'm sorry, Aaliyah Christine. I'm sorry. Y'all know her name. She had to get me together. Aaliyah Christine. Sorry, somebody, Auntie. Auntie Christine. Aaliyah Christine. Oh, Jesus.
The government is crazy.
She powerful. Aaliyah is anointed.
Okay, you ready?
Y'all, this lady right here is very bold. She got me on the podcast.
I'm so excited, y'all. Y'all tune in. Make sure y'all tune in Back to the Beat.
Cause ain't no telling what I'm about to say. Definitely what this about to be.
Okay, you ready? All right, y'all. We are back with another episode of Back to the Beat. As y'all can see, we have a very special guest. Go ahead and tell the people about yourself.
I'm a gift from God. My name is Erick Robinson, and I'm honored to be here with you. I'm thankful that you would share your platform with me, so I'm excited about this conversation that we're gonna have.
Yes.
You look absolutely beautiful. I'm thankful that you have me on here. So yeah, just tell me how you like to do this, and I'm excited. So those of you who are watching, tune in, boys and girls. This is gonna be great.
Yes, y'all. This is, listen, one of the top photographers I've ever met for real.
Oh, thank you.
Honestly, like from just seeing your work and then actually going on your Instagram and then seeing who the work is done with, I'm like, hold on. Because, you know, I wear glasses. So first glimpse, I'm just looking at, oh yeah, this is nice. And I started clicking on the pictures. I'm like, who is that?
Oh, it's so funny.
Yeah, so y'all about to talk about any and everything today. We're going to go ahead and get into it. But first, my first segment is called Guess That Beat. Okay. So I'm going to play 5 seconds.
Oh, Lord.
Of a song. It's going to be 5 different songs, but the first 5 seconds each song. Okay. And you have to guess that beat. Okay.
All right. Oh, Lord.
Whew.
Now, you know I'm saved, so I don't really know too much.
You know, I promise I did a good selection for you. I did a good selection, right. Okay?
Give me some Yolanda Adams, Kurt Franklin, Mary. It's on my,
Oh, my God.
So I'm not as carnal as other people think I am.
Honestly. Because I just got some suggestions from Aaliyah. I was like, so.
Okay, cool. You know, all right. Shout out to Aaliyah. We're going to see how well Aaliyah knows me.
Yeah. And then that's when I sent the ones I picked out, and she was like, these are great.
Okay.
So, let's go ahead, kick it off. You ready?
Yes, I got to guess the song? Okay.
5 seconds, okay?
All right. I don't know this song.
You don't know that song?
No, that's a melody. Who was that from? SWV or something?
It is SWV.
Come on.
That's crazy.
Okay, I'm good.
It is SWV.
I Get Weak. Is that the Weak song?
It's not Weak. You get 2 more guesses.
Play it one more time.
Okay.
And that's not Weak? That's Rain?
It's not Rain. Oh my gosh.
Oh Lord, I think all I know is the hits, Lord Jesus. Please forgive me, Coco and Taj and Lily. It's an SWV song.
It is an SWV song.
Lord help me, Jesus. I don't know. Did Kurt Franklin? I'm not Kurt Franklin. Did Kanye remix the song? Give me a little hint. What did the song got to do with it? What's the key word? Give me a little hint.
I'll give you one of the words that's inside of the title.
Thank you.
Always.
You're always on my mind. Hey, all right now, come on.
Okay.
You're all right. Can't tell the people I know too much. Come on.
You ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I got it. That's Rihanna.
Rihanna, what's the name of the song?
Love on the Brain. Mm-hmm. All right.
Okay.
I will not be defeated.
I know that's right.
Come on.
Here go the next one.
All right. I know this song. I may not know the artist, but it would be Aaliyah that choose all these old school songs.
No, I chose them. I just confirmed it with her. I'm like, these good. Yeah.
I know the song. I just don't know the artist.
She gave me two. No, she gave me one artist and then like old school music, and I was like, oh, okay.
Is that a group?
It is. It is a group.
Play the song one more time for me.
Okay.
I know the song, I just can't think of the person.
What's the name of the song?
I don't know. But I know it in my history. Mm-hmm. But I don't know.
I got you. I got you. Yo, it's there.
It's in my history, but I just can't remember the history because it's been so long ago.
Got you.
You know, I've been walking with the Lord for a mighty long time. I forget the old things.
Got you.
Behold, I will do a new
So
thing.
it's a little blurred. Got you.
It's a little blurred. I know the sound, but I just don't remember the artist. So please forgive me. You're an icon and a legend. I do know that, but I just can't remember it right now. Go on to the next one.
You want to know the name of it?
Yeah, sure.
Don't Walk Away.
And who's this by?
Jade.
Okay, cool. I walked away to go follow after Jesus.
Hello. You ready for the next one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's a Beyonce song?
It is a Beyonce song.
I can sense the lyrics getting to come to me, but I just play it one more time. Sorry. Lord, I done forgot about the little Beyonce song, child. If I tell these Beyonce song, they gonna send me to hell. I can't remember the song. It's a simple song, but
it is.
I know the little melody, dun 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 dun, and she come in and she starts singing, but I just can't remember the words right now. Oh, Lord Jesus. Lord Jesus. Who's been praying against my memory?
I don't know. It wasn't me. I was banking on you to really get these.
I just can't remember right now. Listen, you have to understand, when I be home, I really be, anybody that knows me, for real, I be having my worship music in on my YouTube. I be having my instrumentals and I just be basking in the glory of the Lord.
I know that's right.
Like, for real.
Yeah.
So I really be forgetting all this stuff. This is not a joke. Like, anybody that really know me for real in real life,
yeah,
I really be over there almost in the third heavens. So I really, I'm sorry, Beyonce. I love you. You're an incredible artist. I mean, you're timeless, you're beautiful, but I just don't remember this song right now in this very moment. It may come to me after I leave this podcast, but I just don't remember it right now.
I'm gonna tell you what it is.
Okay, thank you.
You ready? I was here.
I was here.
Come on.
I did. I done. And everything that I wanted, it was more than I thought it would be.
And that's crazy.
So everyone would know I was here.
Hello? And you know it.
It came back to me just that fast.
Lord. Okay. I'm going to switch up your last song.
All right, let's go.
Okay. You ready?
No. Friday. Is it Friday? That's not the dude Friday. Giveon. What's the boy that got the song with Chris Brown?
It's literally no man on this song. I think
that
that's
ain't the
just
man
a sample.
speaking?
I think that's just like a sample.
Well, that's the spirit of confusion. No, that sounds like a man. That wasn't a man on there. I'm so sorry to whoever the artist is. I'm not.
No, I'm saying like I think it is a man, but it's like a sample. Like it's maybe
Well, I need
like
to hear
a
a little
sample.
more.
Okay, let's see. I need to hear.
Oh yeah, Nicki Minaj and Tasha Cobbs.
You know the name of it?
It's on the Peak Friday album.
It is. It's Blessings.
Oh, Blessings.
That's what he was saying in the beginning of the song. That's when I was like, dang, this kind of gives it away. But
It's all right. I passed, right?
okay, you got like 2 out of 5. You was knowing certain things, but wasn't knowing a lot. So
That's all right.
it's really more so you got to know the name of the song and the artist.
It's all right.
It's okay. But you did good. A for
But I
effort.
know them when I photograph them.
Hello. That's all that. That's all that matters.
Come on now.
That's all that matters. When they show up to the studio, you on point.
Amen.
All right, y'all, and that is it for Guess That Beat. You already know. We're gonna go ahead and get into the eyes next. All right, y'all, we are back with the eyes segment. So in this segment, we're gonna go ahead and talk about the vision, the future, and stuff like that, and just to kind of get to know you as a person. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
So the first question is, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In the promise. That's the promise.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. Like, in the next 5 years, I see myself expanding, doing more projects in regards to my photography. Also expanding out and doing more things with mentorship and getting more involved in the community and things of that capacity. There are a couple other things that I desire to do, but I don't want to share that just yet because the ideas are so great. I don't even want to try to reduplicate the idea before I actually get a chance to produce it. But there are some great things that I do have in store over the next couple of years that are coming. And I'm excited about it because it's really giving me a fresh momentum to really go harder in my career, go harder in my creativity, and also just maintaining healthy relationships to be able to navigate having healthy resources to be able to get get the ideas and jobs done.
Yeah, for real. I feel that. Because I feel like that with this, like with Back to the Beat, me making these connections and stuff, it's more than just sitting down with someone. It's really just building that bond, really learning about someone, and then later, you know, hey, you know, you want to come do this, and this, you know, like, because I have so many ideas. We're just scratching the surface, you know? So many ideas and so many things to come.
You evolve as you progress. So it's like, as you begin to execute your ideas and, you know, new relationships are established, then the journey becomes easier because now you have people that are assigned to help you as you progress. So that's one of the things where I'm like, I just want to be mindful and wise on how I progress, that I don't overshare that, you know, you cause a little premature damage in there somewhere because you done told somebody who's jealous of you, you know. Not saying all y'all are jealous, but you know, some of y'all really be little monitoring spirits.
Somebody try and pray on your downfall and stuff like that.
Well, they can pray on the downfall, but they're not powerful than the Lord that I serve, Jesus Christ.
That's the one.
I don't really be tripping about that. I'm like, you're going to exhaust your own self because you're not going to be able to win against Jesus. You know what I'm saying? So,
you're going to win every time. Yeah.
You see me winning?
Yeah,
Come on,
every
man.
time. That's what I'm saying. Okay, now.
God.
Yes.
I feel a little church kid in you.
Oh, for sure. I grew up in the church.
Come on.
I grew up in the church. Like, yeah, I was dancing in the choir.
You was dancing?
Little usher.
What kind of dance you was doing?
Well, you know, we had the little ribbons and...
Oh, you was the little praise dancer girl.
Yeah.
You was hitting the people in the ass.
No, I wasn't hitting. I did my best not to, okay? Now, if it happened, I can't.
What you was doing?
You know, like, if you get a little too close, Sister Vickers might get hit one time, or the hat might get... But, you know, I was a kid. You know.
So there was an innocence to your abuse.
No, it wasn't really abuse. It was just God was using me in that moment, and I just needed her to understand.
Oh, now you gonna blame it on God for tapping a little woman of God in the church, but all right.
I'm just saying, you know, you can't always control where that thing go.
That's true.
You can't. So
that's good though.
Yes. Also, just to get to know you as a person, what are you feeling for like your future dream car?
Well, I'm in my dream car right about now, unless they come up with some more Teslas.
You gonna keep dreaming on?
Yeah, but I might just want to produce my own stuff at that point. You know what I'm saying? I'm believing God for supernatural wealth. I'm believing God for supernatural favor. I'm believing God for all things well concerning me because, I mean, I'm his son, so I'm supposed to have the inheritance of the Father, right? But I'm not sure just yet. Maybe they need to create something, and once they create something new, then I'll be able to determine that once those things are released here in the earth. But, I mean, I'm open.
You don't like the Cybertrucks?
I do, but then again, they almost look like little refrigerators.
Okay.
But I mean, they cool. They
like
look
a
good.
mini fridge on wheels.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's giving like Flintstones.
But I like them.
I mean, they cool. I love my Tesla. I drive a nice Tesla. Praise be unto the Lord, because I went to the dealership one day. I was just stepping out on faith, and I was like, man, let me just go look. And the people told me you can't buy the Teslas because, you know, Tesla, you have to order them.
Yeah.
And they were backed up, and everybody was like, oh, these cars are already marked for someone else to purchase. And I told the lady, I said, ma'am, I'm buying my car today. And I went to the bank, got the money out, and I said, here's the money. Give me my car.
Yeah.
And she said, I love you. You got great faith. So I went back to the dealership. I gave her a little cookie and told her, like, I appreciate you, because that's why I had to give her a little cookie, because I had to encourage her. Like, ma'am, you tried to tell me no, but I had enough faith to believe that white car out there, that's mine.
Right.
So give me the keys.
I know that's right. Yes. Okay. Listen, just you being able to say I'm in my dream car, love that. Like, that's so inspiring. Like, I remember.
I always tell people, like, go get what you want.
Yes, I remember that time we went bowling, and you was like, oh, this your car? And it was the Porsche, and I was like, no, this my daddy car. He's like, but you'll get you one. And I was like, you know, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Because
I don't believe in, like, being on limitations.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, not to take the conversation deep, but like when you are truly walking with the Lord and when you're really submitted to the Lord,
take it down.
The Lord doesn't limit a person who is obedient to his word. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
God will not limit you. It's like, that's why the Bible says the joy of the Lord is our strength. So it's like you as a daughter, when you hear your father rave about, oh my God, my daughter is so obedient, my daughter did everything I told her to do, my daughter did all the chores. It is the strength that comes upon you to be obedient, even even in your journey. So every time your dad do something, you're ready, you got strength to do it because you love to see how your dad talk about you and how you've been obedient.
Right.
So regarding that with me, I was like, okay, Eric, if you obey God, and this is not like I want to be clear on this. This is not a thing where it's like, oh, I can manipulate God and I can just get God to do what I want to do. Because even if God doesn't grant you what you want, you cannot manipulate God through your obedience.
Right.
God will sometimes delay certain things to even monitor your heart posture. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, for me, I just chose to be obedient because if we keep it all the way 100 and go back a little bit on history, when I started working for different corporations and I started working with different corporations that were paying me larger amounts of money, I received those invoices and I was like, whoa, God, this is a lot of money. And I'll never forget, one day God told me, he was like, Eric, take that money and go purchase your mom a brand new Mercedes. And I'm like, oh, this ain't God I'm hearing. Nope. Nope, this is not God. I don't know who this is.
That was for the wrong person.
Yeah,
He done gave me the wrong message.
No. What? Say, you told me to take this money and go buy, I want to go buy my Tesla. God, why would you tell me to do that? But I kept hearing the Lord say to do so. So I ended up doing it. And once I did, I felt such a great release. And I heard God tell me, he said, Eric, because you obeyed me, you'll never have a need in your life. I've never worked for anybody a day in my life. I've always paid all my own bills.
Period.
I take care of my family.
Yes.
I don't have no issues with finances because the Lord favors me. And even if there was a delay in finances, the Lord has increased me in favor that I don't even always have to spend my finances because I can spend my favor that I have with God and man.
Exactly.
There's a combination of God. You got to have both. You can't just say, I have favor with God and you got no favor with man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I believe I have favor with God, but how does God reveal himself in the earth? He uses people.
Exactly.
So,
you never know. You never know who could be giving you that message.
Yeah, and then even as to go back to what you were just saying about speaking to you about the car that you were driving that night when we went out, it's like you speak to people according to the promise that's over their life. So I'm like, if she driving a Porsche, God's not a teaser. Why would God let you drive somebody else's car and then let you be driving some little Humpty Dumpty like you're not gonna be able to make it from point A to point B? God will never allow you to see wealth and see tangible things and then you don't be able to possess it in your own.
Exactly. It's kind of like he give you a quick preview of what it could be if you continue to stay faithful.
But that's what the scripture says. Eyes have not seen, ears have not heard, neither has it entered into the hearts of men what God's going to do for those who love him. So if that's the scripture, God has to expose you to certain levels of success so you can know what's a limitation for you.
And he has to see if you can even handle it. Because he's not going to give it all to you.
Come on now.
Hello.
Okay,
that was good.
Amen.
That was good. And let me tell you, just about, I will say 97% of my guests talk about God at some point, whether it's during the adversities and how they overcome them, whether just every time. And I love that because I would literally need my platform to be just that.
Well, I just want to say on this too, like, and this is nothing against the previous guests or any of that, but I just believe we're in a time now where a lot of people have marketed Christ and Christianity and God, but they don't really submit and bow to the Lord Jesus Christ. And I was in prayer recently and the Lord was just saying that to me, as like, let's be honest, a lot of people can mention Jesus, preach Jesus, but they don't bow to Jesus. And what I mean by bowing to Jesus is not saying, oh, I'm gonna post myself laying at the altar. No, I'm talking about being obedient to God in your heart posture, being submitted to the Lord in your spirit, man, yielding to the Lord in your soul. Like, that's how you bow before the Lord. Not saying, oh, I'm gonna post a picture of me and somebody evil lifting my hands. That's, surface level, but what's the depth of you being fully submitted and obedient to God?
Now, are you actually listening? Are you actually abiding by what he's telling you each and every day?
Don't just be a listener, but be a what? Doer.
Yeah, for sure. Yes. Okay, now. Amen. Y'all, I love it. I love it. Y'all already know I love it. Okay, so you are funny. Okay, so another question I wanted to ask you is, what about your future dream house? What are 3 things that your future dream house must have?
Ooh, future dream house must have? I would like a bowling alley.
Okay.
We went to the bowling alley. I want that. I want a little bit of what Michael Jackson had, but not really the same. I don't want no animals and all that carrying. I don't want no lions. I feel like it's gonna be the little lion tribe of Judah in case somebody try to war up against my home.
Hello.
But a bowling alley would definitely be nice. A theater room is a must. I would say an arcade room. Like, I would have little basketball games and all that type of stuff, basketball court, all that, because I do believe with my personality, I'm a great host. I would definitely be a great host. I'm gonna have all my friends, all the family come over, y'all come to my house for Thanksgiving. So I need things that would be able to entertain my guests when they come.
Right.
So that would probably be the things I would want in my dream home.
Okay, and I can see that. No, like in-home little studio, you know, with like backdrops and stuff.
Oh no, I don't want people coming to my
No,
home.
not saying, that's funny because I interviewed another photographer and I said that and it was like, I don't want people to come. But I mean like just for you know, maybe like self stuff.
I mean,
maybe.
sure, if I needed something like that, but my house will be built in a way that I can do photo shoots in different areas of my home, even outside, and you will never know it's even my home because it's gonna be so lit.
Got you. I love that.
Yeah,
I do. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, just one moment. I want to get back to the beat and tell them what I use on my face right quick
Tell
in the
us.
eye segment. So y'all, I did use my own lashes, okay? My very own lashes, lash brand. Y'all go ahead and check out the silverfet.com, shop these lashes. And yeah, I just wanted to go ahead and throw that in there right quick.
Oh, no, you look good too.
Yes, thank you.
So they need to get
Thank
them
you.
lashes. Go and blink 5 times for them. All right. Oh.
Yes.
Go ahead, blink for the people.
Y'all see them. Y'all see them, okay?
But close your eyes, let them see. Y'all see
Hello?
them. Don't play with it now. She
Y'all see
blinking.
them?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Now I just want to go ahead and ask you, who are 5 people that you cannot wait to photograph?
Ooh. 5 people I can't wait to photograph? Ooh, Lord, I have a list. It gotta be 5?
What you mean? How many you want to name?
Well, I ain't gonna list. Well, I don't have to list them all. Okay, I'll just say Angela Bassett.
Okay.
I would like to photograph Morris Chestnut. I would be honored to photograph Tina Knowles.
Yes.
I would also be honored to photograph. Is that 5 people? There are some other people. I would actually be honored to photograph Halle Berry. And Nia Long.
Yes, I can see all those. I can see all those.
You know, fun fact, I have never said this publicly, but I was supposed to do a photo shoot for Nia Long a few years back.
Really? Timing and everything. Timing is everything. If it came into your lap one time, it'll come again. Timing is everything.
I'm gonna just pray like, Lord, let it come back.
Yes. Okay.
And she's super humble, super sweet, very, like such a very graceful lady. Like she was very, very, very super sweet to me, and I'm very grateful for that. So I can't wait for us to actually produce the photo shoot and get it done. There's some ideas and things I want to do with her, so it's gonna be incredible when it happens.
Yeah.
And there are other people that I want to photograph, like Gabrielle Union, Ryan Destiny.
Oh yes.
Coco Jones.
Yes.
Like I have a lot of people that I kind of like. I just not like their quote unquote talent, but I like their heart for how they treat people, even beyond their celebrity status, and just how they engage with their audience and just make people feel included even through their artistry. So I really have a desire to work with certain people at that capacity.
That's how I feel with makeup too. Like it's certain people that I just want to have a sit down. I just really doll them up. I really get them right and just, you know, have that great energy and just, you know, just receive a word or something from them for real. Because you never know. You don't. Yes, but okay, that's it for the eye segment. Next we're gonna go ahead and get into the face segment. All right, so we are back with the face segment. So in this segment, I just go ahead and ask, you know, the foundation, where it all started, because foundation go on the face. Do you know about makeup?
I mean, a little bit.
Okay. And then
I don't know about it the way that you do, but I mean,
you know the ins and outs.
Yeah, I think y'all just put the foundation on, y'all put y'all concealer on, and y'all do eyebrows and lashes. Am I missing anything?
To film, you know, contour, maybe a little highlight, you know, a little eyeliner. It's still.
See, that's just too much. Like I would, if I was a makeup artist, first off, my makeup line would be called MSW. You know what that stands for?
What does it stand for?
Miracle Signs and Wonders Cosmetics. Because makeup does miracle signs and wonders to some of these people.
This is true.
And I would just be like, one and done, the blood be upon you. Because I'm just saying, like the makeup really, you be looking at me like, oh my God. Is that you?
See,
I be like, Lord.
I don't think that's a compliment. When people be like, I didn't even notice that was you. I don't think that's a compliment when people tell people that when they get their makeup done. Like,
well, I mean, some people don't really be looking like this. Some of y'all makeup artists, y'all are really miracle workers. Like, y'all do the real work of the Lord through your hands. Because I be like, God, that is not who I saw in real life.
See, I
versus
just
that Instagram
enhance
picture.
what they already have. I don't feel like I'm one of those makeup artists that transform people.
Yes. See, some of these people, they transform people. They transform people.
I be like, I'm not a surgeon. You know, I'm a makeup artist. You know?
And I have to see it sing grace because, you know, sometimes my clients that I had in the past, they would ask me to do all different things, like increase their boob size and shift their teeth and all types. And I would be like, wow, these people think I'm a wizard. I'm a photographer. I couldn't do, you know, all of that. I wanted people.
They want you to shave off 20 pounds, make them a little taller.
Yeah, but then when people meet you in person, they're like, oh man, that's not even who you are. And I don't want the brand integrity of my brand to be in jeopardy because you want to look like someone that you don't walk around and actually be. So
Got you. Okay. Okay. Let's continue. So also in the face segment, we go ahead and talk about adversities you face and how you overcome them.
Okay, so sorry, my mother just called you guys. I'm on a podcast. Say hello, Dr. Delane. Everyone is hearing you. Say hello.
Hello, God bless the prophet. I pray the Lord use you mightily.
Yes, ma'am.
I will call you back after I'm done filming. My mom is so hilarious, guys. Shout out to her for interrupting the podcast, but we're gonna get back to filming. She's so hilarious. My mama know my phone don't do not disturb, but she gonna keep calling until I answer.
For sure. That never matters.
She's one of those people. You know, you better not deny her call. You might not have no teeth. You know, we grew up a little different.
Listen, it got so bad to the point my mom on my favorites. I don't even have her on the do not disturb. She don't even get the do not disturb because it's just
Immediate
like it don't even matter.
Immediate
Because she's gonna call again anyway. So yeah.
Immediate access.
Right.
But what was your question? I'm sorry.
Oh, so the foundation, where it all started. Okay, so where did it all start for you? Like, what made you get up and be like, I'm about to start taking pictures?
This is funny because everyone thinks I went to school for photography and whatnot. I'm just, be a little comfortable for you. But I didn't really go to school for photography. I just always had a passion. So the way sometimes people look at my personality and like, oh, Erick, you're always giving out compliments. Erick, you're always flattering people. I'm like, excuse me, this is just my honest self.
Right.
Like, I genuinely love seeing people show up and be their authentic self, be confident, be beautiful, be fully aware of how beautiful and amazing of a person you really are. And I would literally go to school, I would capture my friends. So say for instance, like Aaliyah knows this story. I would go to school and I would wake up maybe an hour before the kids would get dropped off at the bus, and I would take pictures of them getting off the bus in their fresh outfits, their fresh shoes.
Okay.
So I'd be like, yo, pose a picture as soon as they come off the bus. And everybody at the time was like, oh, Erick, you so annoying with that camera. Put that camera down. It's too early in the morning. And then I would take pictures of the homecoming. I would take pictures of the fights. I know. World stars.
Wait a minute. It was talking about,
I would take pictures and record even the homecoming dances and football games, the basketball games, prom, and just when we would have like homecoming week and all the festivities of the school. And I just have a great love for photography.
Right.
So I would get with one of my friends. Shout out to Brianna Williams, Alicia Williams, who trusted me to photograph them, even in my, trial and error stages. And we
you gotta shout out those people.
Yes, because they believed in you, and they are the ones who help you cultivate the perfectionist. The perfected part of your career, which means they allowed you to make your errors with them, and you have to appreciate people who are willing to allow you to grow with them.
Right.
Sometimes people are not willing to grow with you because they can only handle you when you're in a perfect place. This is why you have to know the people who are assigned for you, who are equipped for you. And then also shout out to Danielle Brown, who is the makeup artist who allowed me to partner with her to do some of the photo shoots. So we would go downtown near the Jacksonville landing, and we would take pictures. We would just play around. I would learn how to manipulate lighting. I would learn how to do my proper composition to make sure the client was in the center frame, and just learn how to do different techniques.
Yeah.
So as I was doing those things, I just continued to build and build and build my passion, and I just grew from there.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I just grew from there, and then everyone started saying, well, oh my God, Erick, I saw your pictures online on what you did for Brianna and Alicia. So like, how much you charge? I was like, $75, $150. Then there was a bank across from my school. Aaliyah knows this. We went to First Coast High School. There was a bank. There was like a
I don't know why I thought you went to lead.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry.
First Coast.
Right.
Buccaneers, go.
I'm dead.
So we had a bank, a Regions Bank across the street. There was a Publix and little Chinese restaurant that we would always go to. So every time I would do photo shoots, I would take a portion of the money and put it into a bank account, and that would fund my travel. At the time we had, you ever heard of Megabus?
Megabus?
Megabus, yes. I used to pay for trips from the Megabus to come to Atlanta on the weekends. I would stay with a friend. Shout out to Tina Renee, who looked out for me when I was first coming to Atlanta. And I would just meet different people. I would ask like, hey, would you let me photograph you? And also shout out to my god sister, Shatira Fortner, who was my barber at the time. She would always take me and have me model for her during Bronner Brothers. You ever heard of Bronner Brothers hair show? The iconic, legendary, amazing Bronner Brothers. And I would go there, I would model for her, and I would meet different celebrities, different people, and I would just walk up to them, hey guys, my name is Erick, I want to be a photographer one day. Can you please let me get an opportunity? That's where I met Cynthia Bailey, that's where I met Lisa Ray, that's where I met the OMG girls during their era and when they were really like hot on the scene. And then I met a lot of different not A&Rs, but a lot of different publicists, managers, people from Love and Hip Hop, Shekinah, different people that were just genuinely nice. I was like, oh my God, like you're so young, you got such a fire and a zeal about what you're doing. And I just kept talking to people. And I always tell people like, The people who are broke, they're the people who are always so selective on who they want to pick and choose. They want to be connected to. I talk to everybody. If you got on full on designer, I'll probably be like, okay, I'm gonna go talk to the person over here with a white T-shirt on.
Yeah.
'Cause that's the person who probably has the most money.
Exactly.
Because I've been in this industry long enough that real money ain't loud.
Exactly.
You know, real success is not loud. Like
them the ones that's in the slides, the sweats and the shirt, them the ones who
Those
really
ones-
chilling and sitting on it. You know,
I mean-
the other people got it on and that's it.
yeah,
You
and
know, they got on all their money.
like you got on your money
Yeah.
and your money's not in anything. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to be that type of person. So I just kind of grew and I learned through trial and error. I just built relationships. I stepped out on faith, and then I progressed. I grew, did my things in Atlanta, and I just continued to have my own experiences, right? And then in the year of 2015, I got with my videographer RJ. We went to LA, took a leap of faith. I took a buddy pass because at the time I wasn't 21. You can't check 21 or 18. You can't check in the hotel.
Right.
So I was staying with friends. Shout out to my friend Jorah Francis, who was an incredible photographer in LA. She has done work with everyone. She's the one who really started out doing Cardi B's photography when Cardi B was elevating in her career. She has done incredible work. She also, no one knows this, Jorah Francis also offered me the opportunity to photograph Cardi B for her first maternity photos.
Really?
No one knows that.
Oh my goodness.
Because I don't publicize, everything.
Every single,
yeah, I don't publicize everything. However, but, she looked out for me. And I'll never forget, me just sowing season to other photographers. I don't try to tell people what all doors I open up for people because I just let the fruit of my labor speak for me. However, me and RJ were in an Uber one day in LA, riding down Sunset Boulevard in an Uber, and I got a phone call from Lisa Ray McCoy.
Really?
And she's like, hello, is this Eric? I want to do a photo shoot with you. And I'm like, who is this? And she's like, just Lisa Ray McCoy. So I hung up the phone because I thought she was lying.
Who playing on my phone?
It's like, I'm like, obviously, this lady don't have my number, so why is she, like, what? Like, goodbye. So then got the call back in. Hey, this Eric? I said, yes, who is this? She's like, it's Lisa Ray McCoy. I'm like, man, stop playing on my phone, hang up. She calls back third time. Boy, you hang this phone up again. I'm trying to do a photo shoot with you.
Oh my goodness.
So I'm like, oh my God, like, wow, like, I'm flipping out in the Uber. I'm like, bro, this cannot be wrong. Like, RJ, record this moment. Like, this is why I'm like spazzing out. And I'm like, oh my God, this is like, wow, I cannot believe my life right now. Like, what in the world? Like, oh my God, just like Lisa Ray, like, you're an icon, you're a legend.
Yeah,
like,
in
you
real
are a diamond. Like, everyone wanted to like recreate your iconic role. So I was like, wow, this is just like amazing. And just seeing the progression of my faith and just stepping out. From going from Jacksonville, doing the work amongst the city of people in Jacksonville, taking that money, putting it in a little small account to fund my travel, then moving forward and then going to Atlanta, establishing my relationships there, and then just traveling and just building relationships, reaching out to the people and just saying, hey, this is what I want to do, stepping out on faith and believing that, hey, someone's going to respond to me.
Yeah.
And boom, I just kept doing that same strategy, and guess what happened? Because you have to understand, I was doing this right when Instagram was becoming a thing. Yeah. So I had to do real work. I'm like, it wasn't like, oh, Eric posted a picture and he just went out here and went viral and he became everybody's favorite goat,
It's kind of like the comedians who came up through Vine and then they went to Instagram. Like, they started doing the groundwork right in that prime time. So you came up in that era and it shows. It shows that you put in the work.
And this is why people respect my journey, because they have been on the journey with me. This wasn't a thing where it's like, oh, Eric just worked with one celebrity, he went viral, he got posted on the Shade Room and blogs, and
you and I got it.
Like, I had to do the real work. It wasn't like I could just rely on my phone, but I could post a picture, tag celebrities. I had to go to events, I had to network, I had to be in front of people, I had to speak to people, I had to be kind, I had to have people communication skills, I had to know how to follow up. And that's why I tell people, how you follow up with your clients depends on how they'll show up for you.
Yeah, I can say that it's the exact same in makeup, honestly. Like, just through and through, like you say, you started in Jacksonville, and it's like when I started doing makeup, I was literally traveling to everybody around in Jacksonville.
Oh, you were in Jacksonville as well?
Yes, I'm from Jacksonville.
Oh wow, why did I not know that?
I don't know.
Or maybe I did.
I thought you did know that.
Maybe I did know it, that my memory just kind of forgot. But I'm glad you refreshed my memory.
Yes,
wow, okay.
I'm from Jacksonville. So I started out in 2017.
Because I was like, you were in Tampa at one point, right?
I done lived in Jacksonville. I went to school in Tallahassee, and then I had got a job in Tampa, and I just moved to Tampa and stepped on my faith, came here. Because I was already visiting here like crazy, and it was just opportunity after opportunity. I'm getting called about stuff, and I'm at work in Tampa, like, come to who listening party? Interview who? Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's a Wednesday at 2 p.m. Even if I hop on the road right now, I'm gonna miss it. Oh, the flight's booked. Oh, but I gotta go to work. Like, it was just too much. I was just it was just like God just kept saying, hey, move, move. Like, I'm not going to keep, move. Like, it was time. So.
And when you move in the timing of God, the provisions that come in that are so rewarding. And it proves that you're in obedience to God's will.
Right. And I, honestly, ever since I've been here, I promise, every time I go somewhere, because it's like you say, I'm doing the groundwork, I'm going to the events, I'm networking, I'm meeting people who have just been putting different opportunities and things in my limelight, like every single week. Like, it's just like new stuff every single week. And it's just like, okay, the podcast is bigger than me. Makeup is bigger, like, everything is bigger than me in this season. Like, it's just God. So I'm just getting up. I'm taking it day by day. I don't worry about, where it's gonna come from, or how I'm gonna do this, or what if this. And every day, it's just day by day.
But that's because it sounds as though you're perfecting being a daughter to God. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I tell people this on my platform is that it's one thing to quote Bible, and it's one thing to say that you pray. It's one thing to say that you hear the Lord. But you got to learn how to rest as his child. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if my mom or my parents were here, I don't have no authority in their presence. Even though in my own independence I have authority, I know that. But when I'm amongst them, I put a demand on them. Which means, even though I'm still grown, I still want to be spoiled a little bit.
Yeah.
Even though I'm still well established, I still want to be catered to a little bit. But I take that same scenario and I apply it to God, and I say, okay, even though I may have a little understanding, even though I may have a little success, God, in your presence, I'm weak. I want you to be strong for me. I want you to be my protector. I want you to be my defender. I want you to make way for me. Because then when God do it, you like, oh my gosh, I was expecting this small portion, but I didn't know it was going to come with all this.
Exactly.
So it's like,
you looking for flowers and he just bringing you trees.
I mean, a whole garden.
I mean,
full of
branches.
Full of fruit.
Yes.
Full of fruit that you can live off of for an abundance of time.
Exactly.
All because you learn how to rest as a son. You learn how to rest as a daughter. So that's why I tell you, I have my brand that says represented by God. I can't say I'm represented by God and don't have no fruit from God.
Right.
You got to be obedient, and your obedience. It's so funny because, and I don't even mean to shift this, but I was just saying this like last night. I was doing a live and I was talking about the building of faith. And when I was in prayer, the Lord started telling me, he said, Eric, I'm going to reveal to you my love languages. So I'm like, okay, God, what are your love languages? He said, first, faith. The Bible says without faith, it's impossible to do it. Please the Lord.
Exactly.
Then he said, okay, that's one. But then you also have to understand that his second love language is obedience. The Bible says obedience is better than sacrifice. So you must obey the Lord in all that you do, and don't try to sacrifice because most people are not willing to sacrifice their fleshly desires. So it's better to just say, okay, I'm gonna resist the devil and I'm gonna lean over here to what the Lord's telling me to do. I'm gonna resist his temptation and do what the Lord tells me to do, so that I can be in a better, healthy relationship and position with the Lord, right? And then not only just that, is your worship, your honor.
Yeah.
The Bible says, honor the Lord in all of your ways. Acknowledge the Lord in all of your ways, and then he'll redirect your path. It's like, if you and I had an event, right, and people came from all across the world and they never supported your event, I mean, you never thanked them for their sacrifice, do you think they're going to show up for you again?
Never.
Imagine having friends that you left in Tampa, right, but they traveled all the way to Atlanta to watch this podcast in person, and you never thanked them for their sacrifice of driving 6 to 8 hours. You think they're going to show up for you again? No, because you didn't thank them for their sacrifice. Exactly. But how dare us move forward in the earth and not take time to honor God for waking us up, covering our family, giving us peace of mind, providing for us, granting us a level of protection to keep us from danger seen and unseen.
Exactly.
So you must honor God. And then the final love language is God's love. You have to have the love of the Lord. For the Bible says that love covers the multitude of sin. Love thy neighbor as you love thyself. So you have to be able to have the combinations of God in order to really ascend freely in the presence of the Lord without there being a level of restrictions on you, because you're feeling like there's a pull. Because the Bible says, who can ascend to the presence of the Lord unless they have what? Clean hands and a what? Pure heart.
Every time.
It says you got to be sober and alert. Just talk about the combinations of God.
Yeah.
So in that, I've had to learn, and even with my life currently where I am with the Lord, is I would have certain seasons where I won't even post on social media. I won't even post about what God is doing in my life. Right. I let people just assume, oh, Eric ain't doing nothing, Eric not producing. When
Full time.
Full totality, I'm over here letting the Lord cultivate me, and while the Lord is cultivating me, He's releasing an abundance of blessings that I can't release right now to the public because everyone can't handle the weight of how large and how the weight of this magnitude of a blessing.
Right.
So it's like, Eric, just sit with this for a little while and let me preserve you. The Lord says, I'm not punishing you, I'm preserving you.
Yeah.
So with that, I just move in grace.
Right, as you should, each and every day.
Move in grace.
Yes, I love that. You don't understand. This is everything we're talking about right now is like full like confirmation for me.
Amen.
Like I love having moments of confirmation. It just makes me feel like, okay, yeah, I'm in the right path. Cause I'll pray for it. I need that confirmation today. Like, I don't know what today finna hold. I don't know. Yesterday was a little, but that was yesterday. So today, give me just that. You know,
And I
I feel
that.
like this is a moment of confirmation for
I
real.
love that.
Yes. And now I just want to go ahead and ask you, what is one adversity that you faced in your journey, and how did you overcome it?
Oh, one adversity? Oh, this is good. This is actually a great question. So I would say has to be overcoming the opinions of people. You know what I'm saying? And
100%.
what I mean by that is sometimes people will say, like prime example, if you don't post any pictures on social media, nobody calls you the GOAT. Nobody says you're the greatest of all time. No one calls you a legend. No one says, oh my God, you're the best photographer. You're the best makeup artist because you haven't put anything out. And then for me, it's like, just because you have not produced it does not mean that you don't carry it.
Right. I can definitely feel that.
You know what I'm saying?
I can definitely
sometimes
feel that.
people will misidentify you and they will mishandle you because they're anxious to see you produce when really I'm just holding and preserving this until the right time. So once you get over the opinions of people like, oh, well, I feel like you should be doing more, or oh, I feel like you should be doing what this person is doing. Well, I don't want to do what no one else is doing because I don't know what their process was and I don't want to have to endure what I'm not graced to handle.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, I'm like, let me just work on my own process. Let me work out my own little journey of my success and how it's supposed to flow. And I think it'll happen organically. But once you get over the opinions of people, I believe everything else will be easy for you.
Exactly. I feel like that's really big because even in makeup, people will come and like, oh, you see what what's the name did? I think you should do this, but then do this. And I'm like, no, that was their vision. That's what they were told to do. I'm being told to do something completely different.
Correct.
And then people will literally not understand. And it's like, because it wasn't for you.
Correct.
So if it's not for you, of course you're not gonna understand. Just trust me. I know what I'm doing. I got it.
That's
you
right.
know, like, but it's like over time you have to learn to be able to even do that in the first place. Because
but
first
you have to
starting
stand
out,
in your confidence.
yeah, I would say first starting out, it was hard, of course.
Sure.
And then, you know, all these people swear, oh yeah, well my auntie do makeup and she do this and she been doing it for this many years and this, da 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 da. That's cool.
But then why you ain't got your auntie doing your makeup then?
You know? So, yeah. But it was like first starting out, I was just, you know, in high school, just like, yeah, let me try this. And I'm doing all this other stuff that everybody else saying. It's just like, nah, this ain't what's clicking. It's not me. This is not it. And then once I started, like you say, learning how to overcome listening to other people's opinions, it was up from there. Like,
Yeah, I don't really do too well with the opinions. You know what I'm saying? Because opinions don't change the promise. They don't.
it's an opinion for a reason.
Yeah, everyone has them. But not everyone has a promise.
This is
the
true.
way that God gives you a promise.
Yeah.
So I'm going to lean into the promise and forget your opinion.
As you should. Yes. Okay. Something else that I asked during the face segment is, like we're talking about the foundation where it all started. I want to know who inspired you in the beginning to just go ahead and, you know, become the photographer that you are today.
I mean, let me tell you, I always tell people this answer, and people always laugh, but I be so for real. And people are like, well, did you have like a mentee? Did you have somebody that inspired you? Yes, being broke inspired me, okay? I did not want to be a person who was talented and gifted and did not have no money. The devil and hell is a whole liar. God did not want me to look good and be broke, okay? That's just not a combination for my life. The Lord did not say, Eric, I'm going to establish you
That
as a
wasn't
king.
the equation. That wasn't the equation for you. That didn't equal Eric. That wasn't it.
It does not reflect the fruits of a king.
Hello.
I'm a king. I know who God called me to be.
Yeah.
And because I'm that in the earth, I must bear fruit of being a king, which is a royal man, a man that comes with favor, but also comes with wealth and riches.
Right.
So I'm not going to sit here and act like, oh, yeah, broke inspired me.
Yeah, for sure.
Being in poverty inspired me. I was never in poverty, but just not being able to move forward in a level of fulfillment and productivity, that gave me enough. I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta be able to get some structure here and be able to delegate so I can be able to prosper and it not be hard for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So even in the doing of that, it's like let's create a system so that we can have consistent income, we can have a consistent flow, and you ain't got to worry about whether or not you're gonna prosper or not, because you're gonna do what you need to do to make sure you are
100%
taken care of. So yeah, there's that.
Okay, and then one other thing I like to go ahead and ask.
Oh, shout out, sorry.
Go ahead.
Shout out to Calvin Evans, because he was a phenomenal mentor to me as well. Now, he did mentor me when I did relocate to Atlanta. Incredible man. I will always give him credit.
Shout out to Calvin.
Calvin Evans is an incredible human. He loves the Lord. He is a person that really believed in me, pushed me, was like, Eric, your work is too valuable. You should be charging X amount of dollars and do not take your rates down. I'm like, sir, who's about to pay that? He said, Eric, you're too valuable. And he's a person that kind of helped me understand my value, even though I had the passion and the momentum. He's the one who also helped me understand the business structure beyond photography. So I will always give him his flowers every single time. I will always be honorable towards him. I will always be thankful for him, simply because this is a man that looked at me and saw my potential and was never jealous of my potential.
I know that's right.
So I appreciate him for that.
Oh, I know that's right. I wish it was like that in the makeup industry. I could not find one mentor, not one.
Really?
Not one. In every single city I've ever lived in, I've always reached out to people who like I admire their work ethic, just everything in general, and who I'm thinking that, you know, they have a really good aura.
Well, I have a couple of sisters who are icons and legends. I'm gonna make sure you get your mentor.
Thank you in advance.
Amen.
Like really,
Amen.
like because
But here's the thing I tell people about the mentorship. If you don't ever pour into someone who's under you, who's gonna carry out your legacy? Because it ain't gonna be the shade room.
Right.
It ain't gonna be the blogs. It's not gonna be Instagram. If you don't pour into other young people and people who are inspired by your creativity and your artistry, who is gonna carry out your legacy? Who's gonna tell people they saw your work ethic? Who's gonna tell people they saw your level of integrity with how you handle your clients and how you engage with people? Who's gonna do it?
Right.
So you gotta plant the seeds. And even for me, like I'll go back on an example. Earlier last year, I did the Met Gala for Keke Palmer. This was my 3rd year working with her for the Met Gala. Thanks be unto God, and thanks be unto Sergio Hudson and Keke's mom, Miss Sharon, who granted me the opportunity to be able to work with her. And I'll forever be grateful for that. However, when I was working with them, this young man was in the lobby last year, and he was standing in the corner. I knew I could see the spark in his eye, like he wanted to take a photo of Keke Palmer. So I walked over to him, and mind you, this hotel has tight security. It's a lot going on. You're not really supposed to be in a hotel because there's a lot of celebrities that's coming in and out. And I walked over to him. I was like, "Hey man, how you doing?" I said, "You want to take a picture of Keke?" He was like, "Yes, I would love that." Like, just you can see the excitement. You can see the joy on him. So shout out to Josh. And I was like, "No worries. I'm gonna give you a little window. Take a couple pictures." I was like, "Keke, pose for him real quick." And she did it. He took at least literally like 4 to 5 pictures, and he was so grateful. So I ended up giving him my number, and I ended up talking to him, and I said, "Hey man, whatever you do, lock in with me, stay connected with me, so that way by this time next year, I can put you in a position to be able to have this opportunity."
Right.
This year, I called him. He came to the hotel. I said, "Hey, you're gonna do the Met Gala with me this year."
Oh my
And he got
goodness.
a chance to work alongside with me to photograph Keke Palmer. But this is how you build legacy. This is how you
I was about to say, and that right there is, you're doing it. You know, like the it's that people aim to want to do and leave behind and just have, you're doing it. Like you're doing the work.
Because let's be honest, even when you gotta understand, I started when I was 16 years old. You get what I'm saying? So me having a strong passion and people genuinely loving me was intimidating to a lot of people, because some of the people that were coming before me, they're already in their 30s. They're already,
it's the same thing with makeup. It's literally the same exact thing with makeup. Like, oh my goodness, like word for word, bar for bar.
They've gone and they've did their own thing. So it's like, who is this young cat coming up on the scene who everybody's raving about, and y'all ain't booking me? I'm
saying they don't want to see you get above them. They don't even want to see you get to their level that they feel as. But there is no level.
That's
what I was about to say. That's why I say their level, because at the end of the day, everyone's on their own path.
But this is the thing I keep trying to tell people. There is power in collaborations. There is power in divine partnerships. I don't have to war against you because you have a different level of creativity. The way that you do makeup, everybody else may not do makeup. The way that I photograph people, you won't photograph them that way. So it's okay to have a partnership and allow God to be able to blow a fresh wind of acceleration that both of us can prosper, as long as we're not in jealousy, competition, and envy against one another.
Right, 100%. I feel like every industry is big enough just for that. It's just the people, some people within it don't see it like that.
And let me tell you why. See, I strive to pray a lot. Like, I strive to create a lifestyle of prayer. Like, and some days I may fall short, but then I still pick myself up and be like, okay, God, I fell off. I wasn't as focused. I wasn't as locked in. But God keep me, keep a grip on me.
Right.
And one day, I'll never forget, I was in prayer and I kept asking God, like, God, why do people not have consistent success? Why don't people have a consistent journey of prospering? Why is it always 1 minute you up, next minute you down? 1 minute you up, next minute down. Next minute we don't know if you prospering, we don't know if you failing, we don't know what's going on.
Right.
And God started telling me, like, very clearly. He says, because a lot of these people have public success, but they're spiritual failures.
That's deep. That's deep.
I mean, I'm just saying, good people, like, a lot of people, they have public success, but you have no spiritual authority and no spiritual success with the Lord.
No substance, no relationship,
Correct.
no.
And not only
nothing.
just that, but then let's go back and say, a lot of these people who are so hyper on success, that's because they don't know who they are as an individual. So you allow your success to give you momentum and it fuels your identity. If I don't take another picture in the year of 2024, Erick Robinson is still going to be a legend.
It's still Erick Robinson.
Erick Robinson is still going to be an icon, not because of what I produce, but because of who I am as a man.
Yeah.
Because of who I am to people, not what I produce. Sometimes people only appreciate you by what you produce, not by who you are.
Right.
It's like saying, oh, I love God because of what he does for me. No, I love God for simply who he is.
Right. And I want to
people
be
respect
like that,
Erick Robinson because of who Erick Robinson is, not because what Erick Robinson put out to the world.
Right.
I can go take a picture right now of the governor of Georgia. I can go take a picture right now of, the president. That's not going to make a factor.
Right.
But some people, they live off of the applauses of men. So if you don't produce anything, no one talks about you. If you don't produce anything, you're not relevant. But even beyond my photography, the name Erick Robinson and the brand of Erick Robinson still carries weight. Yeah. Because of the seeds I sow with people.
And the relationships, and just your aura, and just the effect that you have on people when you're around them. Like,
Amen. I mean, it's the grace of God, honestly. It's not even really me. It's literally the grace of the Lord. Yeah. Like, wholeheartedly. Yeah. Because some days I'm like, God, I don't think I really like people like that. And then the Lord be like, but you are called to love them, Erick. Go and do my work. I'm like, okay, all right, I'm going to yield.
Yeah.
But let's be honest, because I'm going to be honest. I tell you, I pray honest prayers. I'm not praying like, oh, I just wanted to obey the Lord today. I did it with full strength. I did not do it in full strength. I was actually weak when I did it, but the Lord got the glory out of it because I got the job done. You know what I'm saying? Like, I keep it 100. I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, I was so good to go out here and forgive that person. No, God, I was actually weak. I cried. I fought you the whole way until I went over there and said, I forgive you. Because I was like, I really don't want to forgive you, but I'm going to forgive you because the Lord told me to forgive.
Right.
Low key, I wanted to punch you in your throat. But I ain't going to say all that. But I'm being honest with the Lord. Like, God.
As you should.
Now, God, why would you have me go over here and apologize to this little Jezebel? But,
Jezebel is crazy.
Some of these people really do be Jezebel. And they don't be wanting to admit that they're Jezebel. I'm like, oh, God, it's a strong spirit of delusion. Did you see it? It's you. Like, for real. I'm just being honest. This way, I should never have me on a podcast. They don't tell me what I'm going to say.
Oh, my goodness. But no, you speaking facts, though. You speaking facts.
I'm just saying.
Yes. Now, I just want to go ahead and ask you, how do you balance your lifestyle? Because you'll be everywhere. You'll be all over the world 180 days. You'll be literally everywhere. Like, so how do you balance everything?
You know what's so crazy? Nobody really believes this, but I'm really like a low-key introvert. I know that's shocking, right?
I mean, I can see it, but not really. Like, it seems like you're such a people person.
I am.
When you want to be, though.
For sure.
Because I feel like that's 100% me.
I'm definitely a people's person, but it's like when you go out, like, for this, I can give you the energy. I can give you the fun, the laughter, the entertainment, all of that. I can do all that. However, and that's nothing for me to do. But after I do that, I just want to just be quiet. I'm at home. I'm in my little worship zone. I don't want to go to no parties. I don't want to go out to eat with you. I'm going to go eat by myself. I don't really want to do all that. And then once I do have a little mental break, I'll go on a vacation or whatever. But I don't necessarily want to, do too much. Yeah. Like, even when I go work, like for the Met Gala, I don't go to any of the after parties. When I go to LA for different award shows, I don't even let nobody know I'm there because I don't want to be consumed by people. I want to do my job and go and hide. Yeah. Like, that's always been me. Now, all my industry friends will say the same thing. My friends who know me personally online, they were like, Erick, why you don't get out? Why you don't do nothing? I'm like, I just want to be in my own little, because then for me, and I'm not saying this in a deep way, but it's like you discern and you pick up so much. And sometimes I just fail miserably at being fake. Like, I have not perfected being fake, so I just don't know how to be like, oh yeah, good to see you. It's not good to see you. Going over there, social distance.
I was actually in my bed.
You know what I'm saying? Like social distance. It's not good to see you because you're a little crazy in the mind, so it's not good to see you. But I'm being honest. Yeah, that's like. I don't be having time to do that little industry politics stuff. Like, you got to take pictures and rub shoulders with this person in order to get the next opportunity. I don't even want your opportunity. I'm cool on it, so I don't really do the games like that with people, and that's why people like, oh, Eric, he just, you know, he whatever. They think you strange, they think you weird, but I'm like, I'm not strange and I'm weird because I discern your spirit behind this motive. So
Exactly.
I mean, you be encouraging your journey because I won't be on it with you, but God bless.
Right. Nah, I can definitely feel that. Especially ever since I like moved up here, it be so much going on, and I'm always getting invited out. Always getting invited.
And you
I'm
see
like,
a lot.
I'm like, y'all, not today, okay? And they're like, well, dang, you know, this. Yes, I do want to get out and network. Yes, I do want to meet people, but all the time.
But your presence is not meant to be everywhere.
Right. Everyone doesn't even deserve to have my presence.
Once your presence is everywhere, it diminishes your value. I know how to preserve my value. And I'm not giving my value of my presence to every system and every presence and every party and every event, especially when y'all don't appreciate my showing up. You don't appreciate my presence being there. It's almost like you got on a nice outfit, your makeup look nice, and you smell good. You probably put on a fragrance that costs $200. But if you don't appreciate me showing up, you surely not gonna be thankful for this expensive fragrance I done put on. So why am I gonna waste all of my value showing up for people who don't even appreciate my presence?
This is true.
Not doing it. God bless you.
This is true. This is true. Yes. Also, one of the things that I wanted to ask you is, how do you deal with stress in your profession? Because I feel like stress is inevitable. Stress don't come.
How do I do it with stress?
So how do you cope with it? Like,
I don't really try to do no stress. Like, I could be a little overwhelmed with people.
Okay, well, even
overwhelmed by people and just the logistics of business. But after that, I'd be like, God, I'm over these people. Like, for real, I really be like, okay, I need a break. So funny, because I was talking to one of my industry friends, and he was like, Eric, you don't really have time to really kind of dwell on this. You got to have like maybe one day, release your crowd, do whatever you're going to do and get back to it. I'm like, yeah, but these people don't be mentally well. And y'all be trying to play on the people's minds, and then you want to play on their value. Like, I don't know if I want to pay you. I don't know if I want to, you know, support you. Are we going to cancel the event? Are we going to cancel your services on this particular project? If you start stressing me out, here's your full refund. God bless. I just don't have the time. I don't have the mental capacity. I really enjoy my peace. And when you have endured birthing out peace, you protect your peace a little bit different. Like, I had to fight to get this level of peace. So I'm not gonna just let you torment me because you gave me an invoice of a couple $100. Like, here, sweetheart, invoice has been sent back, and here's the receipt of your return. God bless, because it's not worth it. Right. Especially when you had to fight to birth out your peace. So I try not to do too many stressful days, and if so, I have faith friends. I got friends I can just call and I rely on. I mean, I release my tension to them, like, all right, guys, look, I ain't feeling it today. I'm annoyed. I don't know if I want to do this. I just kind of just need a little mental break. And they just be like, all right, Eric, just pull yourself together. Be a little more graceful in the way that you handle it. I'm like, all right, cool. I hear y'all. And that's why I have to have some faith friends that kind of keep me cool and they don't add no gasoline to the fire.
Exactly. We love faith friends. Ones that we can just call up. They're ready to receive. And yes, when I tell you we love faith friends, we love faith friends. Yeah, for sure. Okay, I think that's it for the face segment. That was a good one. All right. That was a good one. Say less. Yes, y'all. So next we're going to get into the lip segment. Okay, y'all. Now we are back with the lip segment. In this segment, we're going to go ahead and speak some things to existence and then give out some advice. So what are 3 things that you're speaking into existence this just to like close out this year?
Wholeness. That's one of the main things I've really been intentional about pursuing, which is not just being healed, but wholeness, so I can be able to progress and thrive in every area of my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes we want to thrive and succeed in just our success, but I want to thrive and succeed in being a good son, being a good friend, being a good brother, in the way that I serve. So I just really want to be whole in all areas of my life, and I believe that God is doing that even right now, so I'm very thankful for that. Something else that I would really want to, you know, fulfill before the end of this year is starting a couple of projects. You know, I want to work on my podcast, which I'll have you on at one point. It's going to be absolutely amazing. And then also, there are just some other ideas and things that I will be launching out in the year of 2025, but I'm just doing the legwork for it this year, so that when I close out this year, I can be able to have everything in play to be able to launch out the ideas so that they can prosper thoroughly.
Okay, I love that. Ooh, you having your own podcast, I'm ready. I'm ready.
It's gonna be.
I'm ready already.
It's gonna be a thing.
Yes. Okay, and then what is some advice that you would give to someone who wants to start out with photography? Like, they haven't even bought the camera yet, none of that. Like, they're just having that dream and that aspiration to be a photographer.
I would say perfect the minimum and perfect your craft. And what I mean by perfecting the minimum is sometimes you don't necessarily need the most expensive equipment. Sometimes you don't necessarily need a celebrity client in order to be great. Like when I first started out, I learned how to manipulate lighting just by going to the beach, going out to parks, and just photographing some of my friends and even different objects and scenery and landscapes and such.
Yeah.
So it's like learn how to perfect the minimum so that you can begin to prosper and exceed at the maximum.
Ooh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the word.
That's why I really began to learn how to really thrive in my business. I used to watch documentaries of people who were less fortunate, and I would see how they would take this minimum things and make a whole hut. And I would see them like turn around and provide like this small thing and made a whole meal for a whole village.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, like you don't really need a whole lot. And when you maximize the minimum, that really helps stretch your creativity. Because you would never think that what all you can produce with one water bottle.
Right.
You never thought what all you could produce with one camera. You don't need to go and spend a whole lot of money. And then let's also say this as well as a tip of advice, is that when you start, be very intentional about having your own identity. Don't try to duplicate another creative or another artist's creative flow. Like develop your own flow, and it's okay to be inspired by people, but you don't have to try to imitate someone else's work that you lose your own blueprint.
Right.
So I say find your own creativity, find your own flow, and stick with it, and be consistent.
No, perfecting the minimum, that right there, like even just with makeup, it's like, okay, don't go out and buy this high end, this, because it's really how you use it.
Yes,
it's not
for sure.
what you use, it's
For
really
sure.
how you use
Yes.
it. Like people would be surprised. I'm like, y'all, you can use an eyeshadow palette for eyebrow
Yes.
powder. You can use it for lip liner. You can use it
Yes.
for eyeliner. You can use it for blush. You can literally use an eyeshadow palette for so many. Don't go out and go buy each individual thing if you don't have to. You know, because if you can't even do it off the strength of knowing how to do it from there, when you get the tool, that doesn't mean that you go know how to use it.
Correct.
You still gotta practice. You still gotta do it. So yeah, that's big. Okay, and then what is some advice that you would give to 10-year-old you?
Ooh, I haven't saw myself at 10 in a very long time. So that's true. That just took me back almost 2 decades.
Goodness.
I would tell myself, enjoy your childhood. Like, enjoy the liberty of not paying bills. The adult life is a little ghetto, guys.
Little?
No.
A little? A lot?
That's a lot. They didn't
Yeah.
tell us. I understand now why the parents used to tell us back in the day, hey, baby, enjoy your childhood, because there's going to come a time when you ain't going to be able to.
Living.
Yeah, they keep on
Yeah.
living. It's hitting. They keep on living. It's
Oh,
hitting. I'm like,
trust.
oh, Lord, God, I know you can do all things. Can you turn me into a child again? I'm tired of paying bills. I want to eat for free,
seriously.
travel for free, just go to sleep. But it's just a lot out here. But really, I would tell myself, honestly, enjoy your youth and don't try to rush the process.
Yeah.
Honestly, like enjoy your youth and don't try to rush the process so that you can be able to really understand, like I'm blessed even right now and it's only gonna get greater later.
Yeah.
As my brother says, shout out to Elevation. He always says it's gonna get greater later.
That's
so when you
crazy.
realize, it's like, understand, at 10 years old, 13, 16, 18, it's just gonna get greater and greater and greater. But enjoy the journey. Don't try to rush the journey. Sometimes we try to grow up so fast. Sometimes we want to be married at a certain age. Like enjoy the journey.
Yeah.
And when you enjoy the journey, your story becomes even more beautiful.
Yes, I love that. That's crazy. At the end of one of my favorite G Herbo songs, he says that it gets greater later. Like that's how he just stopped the song. I'm like, dang.
Yeah,
No,
it does.
really, it does.
It does.
Like each
It does.
step of the way, it does. Okay. Also in the lip segment, I just want you to speak on your experience with whoever your favorite person is that you shot with. So.
Oh, you trying to get me in trouble?
Okay, well listen, I'll pick for you. I want to hear, I don't know, because it's like I want to hear about Marseille Martin, but then I also want to hear about Keke, but then I also want to hear about Cynthia, but then I also, like it's just.
Okay, I'll go through the list of those.
Okay.
So you said Marseille Martin, Cynthia Bailey,
And Keke?
and Keke Palmer?
Yes.
Ooh, I love all three. You know what's so funny? I really have a great love for Marseille Martin.
Listen.
Like she's so humble. It's like when I look at her like, dang girl, you're just such a humble baddie. Like you just give me like Ryan Destiny, Gabrielle Union, and you are just combined. You just
Yeah.
But no, listen, even though Marseille is amazing, her mother,
Really.
Mama
Well, I
Martin.
mean,
I
she's
love Mama Martin. I call her
obviously a
Mama
reflection.
Martin. She's so sweet, and that is a woman. She's not industry. She's like ministry. Like I'm talking about somebody that will literally pick up the phone, call you, pray with you. Hey Eric, I know you're a photographer, but how you doing? You good? Do you need anything? How can I help you accelerate? How can I help you prosper? Like people like her, it shows why Marseille is so great.
Got you.
Like Marseille really is such a sweet, humble, loving, funny, like just well-rounded individual. And I love photographing her. Like I've only photographed her once. I did another event for her at one point, but it's just like, dang, this girl is so beautiful. And I love the fact that her spirit is even more beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Like she's really, really great. And I love her and her entire family. Her dad is amazing as well. And just seeing how she just exudes so much humility is just so beautiful to me. To have such a great level and a magnitude of success at such a young age, and to be so humble and to be so sweet and to be so friendly, I'm like, wow, like Marseille is really, she that girl. Keke Palmer, absolutely like hilarious. You know, with your girl, I'm like, Keke, please. Like she is so funny, and I'm like, oh my God. Like I really, really love her as well. Like her personality is just contagious. It's like when you get around her, you gonna laugh. Like she gonna handle her business, but you gonna laugh. Like Keke Palmer is just like the girl that's like, yeah, let's get into it. Like I'm like, all right, this girl is literally life. Okay, she is literally like the moment. She will forever be the moment. We grew up on Keke Palmer. 100%. She is continuously keeping a job. And at this point, she producing jobs. Okay, at this point, I'm thinking Keke low-key work for the government. She just out here popping up with jobs. Because the way Keke Palmer be out here keeping the job, I'm like, baby. At this point, you and the Lord are working this earth together. You just popping up and you said, let there be another job. 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 I'm like, Keke, baby, it ain't enough hairstyles to give you a new wig for each show that you're doing because you out here is working.
Listen.
But I love Keke. She's so humble. She is such a beautiful individual. I love seeing her grow into her motherhood. I love seeing her move forward and promoting her friends. She has her Key TV network, and she has her friends and people that she has partnered up with and allowed them to even have new opportunities. I love that. And for her to be the trailblazer that she is in our generation, I will forever be grateful for the opportunity to have access to work with her and to capture her for certain moments. Like Keke Palmer is, again, that girl.
You don't understand. I was jumping up and down when I seen you work. I'm like, oh my God. You would have thought that we was cousins of 20 years. Like how I'm like, no. Oh my goodness. Like
she's super sweet and her mom is super sweet. And her mama also don't play either. She done tried to get me together a couple times. I said, Mama Sharon, I'm sorry. Listen, I ain't trying to be on the bad side, baby. Because I know one thing about you. You got a mean cuss, okay? So I ain't trying to do all that, Mama Sharon. I love you down. I love you down. I love you down, Mama Sharon. I love you down. But no, she's absolutely incredible. I just love working with Keke Palmer. She's amazing. And I'm very thankful for the opportunities and moments I work with her. And then Cynthia Bailey. The Cynthia Cheekbones Bailey is my girl for life. Do you hear what I'm telling you? Cynthia is my girl for life. Cynthia has called me multiple days and prayed with me, allowed me to pray with her. Even with Marseille and Keke and all of my clients, they allow me to pray with them and you know, have intimate moments with them and just like a real life family relationship.
I love that.
And Cynthia has invited me to her home, cook for me, fed me. Me and her daughter have a great relationship. I photographed her daughter many years ago, and just seeing how our relationship of friendship has just blossomed over the years. Like I photographed her for many special moments where her Seagram's Express, her marriage, all of those things. It just has been such a beautiful journey. And Cynthia will call me some days like, Eric, I want you to know you are that dude. Like I'm like, Cynthia, you're an icon. Like you are more than housewives. You are a living legendary supermodel. Like let's not get it confused. Like Cynthia Bailey is that girl. And I'm just like, I know sometimes people try to reduce it to like she's just on a reality TV show. I'm like, let's roll the tapes back to the history of Cynthia Bailey.
Let's talk about how she got even there in the first place. You know, like it was, let's be for real. Cynthia's that girl. So she really opened up a lot of opportunities for me. She would also bring my name up to like work with Nick Cannon. It was like, hey, there's this guy, I want you to work with Eric, and like I want you to see his work. He's incredible. Like she is really like a sister. But not only is she a sister, she is literally a human angel. I don't tell everybody they're a human angel, but Cynthia Bailey is indeed a human angel. I love her. And also Kenya Moore is too. And I know a lot of people don't like to think that. They like to believe the reality TV stuff, but Kenya is one of the most consistent clients I have too. Like Kenya will call me every other week, hey Eric, I want to do a photo shoot, and she pays me. She looks out for me. She's like, Eric, I want to refer you for this job, for this event. Same with Portia. Like it's a lot of people that are really for me. And sometimes I even pass on opportunities because the abundance of support and love is so much. So I say thank you to all of my clients, even Garcelle. Like me and Garcelle, God knows that's my girl. Like, oh God, it's like I'm low-key married to Garcelle, but she don't know it, and I told her this many times. I know for real.
I'm like, Garcelle, this is why you not married, girl. Because, I mean, hello, your friend is like loving you so much. But I really like Garcelle beauty brings me strength. Her beauty brings me joy. Same with Cynthia, Kenya, all of them. I just love seeing black women thrive and just be in their excellence.
And you being able to capture that is just like on a whole nother level.
Yes, like I love that. I take great joy and great pride in that. Like, dang, I took this beautiful picture of Stephanie Mills. Like, I took this beautiful picture of Marseille Martin and saw her just look so radiant. I took this beautiful picture of Sonia Richard Ross, who gave me an opportunity, and Sonia began to speak so well into my life and give me so many opportunities to photograph book covers and to photograph television shows and get credits in different areas where I had not ever thought I would be expanded in my creativity to. Like, Sonia is also another person who is like a human angel. Like, she will literally call me, Eric, I want you to do this for Mommy Nation. Eric, I want you to speak at this platform. Eric, I want you to, like, these people genuinely love me. And I said, it's not that they love me, but it's the grace of God that is on my life to allow me to have healthy, like, real life, locked in, connected relationships with these people. This is why I don't mismanage my influence, because I see how God trusts me with people of high authority and high level success. So I try to steward those things well.
Yes, and that's inspiring, honestly. You got me like ready just to really hit the ground running when I'm here, but then really like honing in on my relationships that I build while I'm here for real. So. And
then not just hit the ground, not just hit the ground running with your success and everything, but hit the ground running knowing that you are running with God. You know what I'm saying? Like, all things are going to be made well because you are walking with the Father.
100%.
You're really represented by God.
Yes. Oh my God. That's like my #1 compliment. You know, people be like, oh, I love when people tell me I smell good. I love when people, I love when people say they can see God in me.
That's the most beautiful compliment anybody can ever give you.
Oh my goodness, that's my favorite compliment in the whole wide world. So yes, I love this. Did you have fun?
I had an amazing time. I hope y'all enjoyed this podcast. And I'm so thankful that you brought me on the podcast, because when no telling, I didn't know what I was gonna say, how this was gonna go, but we did it.
Yes, and it was successful. Thank you so much for coming. Go ahead and tell them where they can find you. I know they already found you, but at this point, but go ahead and tell them where they can find you.
Well, you can find me on Instagram at I'm Erick Robinson. That is no A, so it's I'm Erick Robinson. Wherever y'all gonna put that on the screen, just go follow. I'm Erick Robinson. Go to my website, ericrobinsonphotography.com. I'm relaunching my brand, Visionary by Erick Robinson. That will be back up online at shopericrobinson.com. I want you guys to go get the merch. And that is going to be absolutely amazing, because I'm a gift from God. You're a gift from God. You're represented by God. I'm a visionary. You're a visionary. So let's just support one another and let's grow and progress together.
Yes, thank you so much. Make sure y'all go ahead, check out his page, follow him, network, everything, and catch us next week on Back to the Beat.
Yeah, lock in.